Hey, what's up, guys? We are back on Pokemon Showdown, and today I got my friend with me, Occisionis, or Eric, as he goes by.
What's up, guys?
He's a really good friend of mine. I met him through the GPSL. He's the finalist, but got second place to me only. I went undefeated, and he came in second place. What, 6-2? Were you 6-2?
Right.
Yeah,
yes.
And I was
8-0.
Yeah, his only 2 losses were to me. Felt kind of bad, but I mean, yeah, there's flashbacks. So we built a team for the Mega Evolution Highlights series I have, and this week's Mega was Mega Gardevoir. And if you guys didn't know, Mega Gardevoir is actually a really big threat, and 2 reasons why. It's well, I guess Trace is pretty cool, but I'm not talking about Trace. I'm talking about its ability after Mega Evolution. Pixelate, it makes Hyper Voice attacks even stronger, which is insane with 165 base attacks, special attack stat. And then it not only does that, but it also gets Psyshock, so it can hit hard on the special side and the physical side. What do you have to say about this, Eric?
So, with the Pixelate boost, if you guys did not know, Hyper Voice is stronger than Moonblast, and with base 165 special attack, as Resilient said, Mega Gardevoir is a pretty good wall breaker in the OU tier. There's not very much that can stand up to the base 165 special attack Hyper Voice unless you're really specially defensive and resistant. So things like Heatran, Mega Metagross, all kinds of things like that, but those are easy. You can Thunder Wave those. We have Focus Blast on the set, as you guys see as well, for the Heatrans. And then, if there's even a good special wall, Psyshock is there to hit it as well.
Yeah, I really like Mega Gardevoir. I think Focus Blast is really nice too, provided you hit. It's always provided you hit. Focus Blast is always one of those moves where you're always tempted not to click it just because of that 30% chance to miss, and it feels more like about a 50-50 each time you click it. So, I mean, it
feels like 30.
Yeah, I mean, in some cases, you're right. Definitely. So, anyway,
Focus Blast misses about as often as Scald burns.
Yeah, I would agree.
Another thing with the Mega Gardevoir, though, is people kind of neglect to remember the ability Trace. So if before it Mega Evolves, it can potentially get free switches on things like maybe Pokemon with Water Absorb or Lightning Rod, something along those lines.
Yeah, even with Heatran's a huge wall to it. So if I switch into it on pre-Mega, I get Flash Fire, and if he attacks me, it's a free switch in, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is pretty much just your standard Mega Gardevoir set. I'm using 16 HP and 8 defense. It is recommended in Smogon. I'm pretty sure it's just to give it just a little bit more bulk because Gardevoir is very, very frail on the physical side, and its HP stat isn't the greatest. But if you look at its special defensive side, it's pretty good, honestly. It's 306 uninvested. So, I mean, that's nothing to be ashamed about at all.
And yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, T-Wave is just to help with the speed. 100 base speed is fast, but whenever you're going in the OU tier, you always want something a little bit faster. I have 2 faster Mons. But yeah, T-Wave helps this thing a lot, and it's my biggest wall breaker on the team for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot that outspeeds Mega Gardevoir. It's not the fastest thing in the world, it only has 100 base speed. And not to mention, this thing dies to a Bullet Punch most of the time.
Oh yeah, you don't want to take Bullet Punches.
Most good physical attackers, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what the Thunder Wave is for.
Yeah, next Pokemon we have is Tentacruel, and I'm using Tentacruel over Starmie because, I mean, Gardevoir is a Psychic type as well, so I didn't really want to use another Psychic type. I hate having double Psychics on a team. I only do it unless I put like something like Latios or Latias on the same team, but in this case we did not use either of those, so I'm using Tentacruel. And Tentacruel is really cool because it is another fighting resist, and that helps Bisharp a lot. Gardevoir quad resists fighting, and then Tentacruel resists it very well. I'm physically invested as well because I'm going to be able to eat something like high jump kicks or even the crazy dynamic punches you'll see, or close combat. So yeah, this is a pretty cool Mon. It's a hazard removal and a hazard setter. I really like Toxic Spikes. They've actually come in handy a couple times. And then Scald, just because, you know, Scald to Scald, then you can get some burns. And it's a decent fairy check as well. Other than that, I mean, this Tentacruel is pretty much just a decent wall.
Well, what's really cool about Tentacruel as well is it's a very good switch into Bullet Punches from things like other Bisharps and Scizors. And that's pretty much a free turn to set up Toxic Spikes if they're not prepared with coverage. I think Bisharp maybe gets like Zen Headbutt, but you don't ever see that. So this thing can really switch into a lot of the things that Gardevoir doesn't appreciate very well. And it also can switch into a lot of the things that Bisharp doesn't appreciate really well. It's a pretty good 3-man core.
Yeah, I agree.
As Resilience said, it's hazard removal and toxic spikes that it's unbeatable.
Yeah, and what's funny is if Conkeldurr doesn't have Thunder Punch and they have it, the only thing they can really do to you, because they usually have Ice Punch and Drain Punch as the other 2 coverage moves, and Mach Punch is the last one. Yeah, this thing can't get touched by it because of the Liquid Ooze ability. If he wants to click Drain Punch on me, he will be losing HP. I think it's fantastic. It's easy to predict a Giga Drain as well, and sometimes I can Oko, or not Oko obviously, but I can do damage to them, and it's very nice with that Liquid Ooze ability.
Yeah, Liquid Ooze is, in my opinion, the superior of all 3 abilities. Just because Rain Dish doesn't help, you don't ever see Rain anymore ever since they got rid of the Rain mechanics from 5th gen. And Clear Body is decent. It helps to prevent like special D drops from like Shadow Balls and stuff.
Yeah, or maybe Moonblast special attack drops, but other than that, it's not really useful.
Exactly, and because Tentacruel is not a good physical attacker at all, you don't even have to worry about Intimidate users.
Yeah.
So Liquid Ooze is nice for the multitude of Drain Punch and Giga Drain users, things like that.
Yep, I agree. Next, we'll go back into Bisharp, and I really like this Bisharp set. It's not really your standard Bisharp set, but it's very good. It does its purpose very well. I am full attack invested Adamant with black glasses. Defiant is so nice because if they want to get rid of hazards on their team and they're a defog user, I can switch Bisharp in and take that +2, and I will be such a threat with my Sucker Punch capabilities. Even, I'm pretty sure if I get up to I think +4, a Sucker Punch Okos a Mega Diancie, which is a resisted attack. This thing is crazy strong. Yeah, the speed is to outspeed. I'm pretty sure it's uninvested Heatran, and it's to outspeed pre-Mega Evolution Mega Diancie as well. So this thing's it's such a threat. The HP investment helps a lot actually, to from things like taking Dracos or taking, I don't know, the occasional Ice Beams, stuff like that. I take it much better than I would uninvested, and the attack investment is superior.
Yeah, Defiant is a great ability for OU, just because things like Landorus T and Mega Manectric are everywhere.
Yeah.
So the Intimidate drop and then Defiant boost, that's essentially a free +1.
Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
Knockoff, Sucker Punch, and Iron Head are going to be doing a ton of damage for coverage. In addition, Bisharp isn't the most defensive mon in the world, but in terms of just type coverage, Bisharp resists all 3 things that Gardevoir is weak to, being Ghost, Poison, and Steel.
Yep.
And it's even immune to Poison, so in certain scenarios like weak attackers, more bulky mons like a Moongus, this thing can switch in pretty safely to those things if you don't want to take a Sludge Bomb with the Gardevoir.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good Gengar counter as well, because Gengar actually puts in a lot of work. So if Bisharp goes down, it's I pretty much have to rely on something like Raikou or Tornti to take it down, because Gengar is just such a threat. It's pretty much his mind games though. If he has Will-O-Wisp or if he doesn't. I personally always run Will-O-Wisp on my Gengars. I usually do, but I mean some people don't. Some people like that like substitute taunt set or something like that. So really gotta watch out for that and play around those threats.
Yeah, absolutely. Gengar is one of the biggest threats to Mega Gardevoir, just because Gengar outspeeds it most of the time, unless you're running like a weird bulky Gengar, and it handles Mega Gardevoir insanely well. So Bisharp is a great switch into that. It resists Ghost, it's immune to Poison, it can hit it with knockoffs and Sucker Punches if it wants to start going for attacking moves, and then knockoff, is when in doubt, go for knockoff.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's not much in the tier that wants to take a knockoff besides maybe like Keldeo, or somebody brought up Terrakion.
Yeah, I agree. Just gotta watch out for the occasional Focus Blast Gengar too.
Yeah, that's the only bad side.
Next we'll go into the Garchomp, and this is just your standard tank comp set. Not much really to say about it. I needed a Stealth Rocker, and I needed something that could phase things out. So, and this is a pretty good flying check, not a flying counter, a flying check. To things like Talonflame, because with the Rough Skin and the Rocky Helmet damage, really Talonflame doesn't want to stay in on this thing, and I can just Dragon Tail it out once I have Stealth Rocks up and pretty much just get rid of it. So that's pretty much my answer, at least my best answer to it. My specific speed outspeeds Jolly max speed Bisharp, so I can knock it out with an Earthquake, because other Bisharps are pretty threatening to this team, so I really gotta watch out for that as well.
Yeah, rocks are almost a necessity on any OU team as well. The Rocky Helmet rough skin damage is great for standing up to good physical attackers. Dragon Tail is nice to shift around teams, get some stealth rock damage off. In addition, the Garchomp completes the very common Fairy Dragon Steel Core in combination with Bisharp and Gardevoir.
Yep, it's very
so
offensive.
That's always nice to have.
Even with the Tank Chomp, it's still a very offensive core.
And Garchomp's biggest weakness to ice is handled very well by Tentacruel and decently well by Bisharp as well.
Yeah.
So they're pretty good switch-ins to things like, I don't know, Suicune,
yeah,
Ice Beam or something.
Yes. The thing is, I'm also, with the next Pokemon, with Tornti, I am a Assault Vest, so even an Hidden Power Ice isn't going to do too much to me, and I have the Regenerator ability to heal off that damage, so it's pretty cool. I'll go ahead and just talk about Tornti right now. I am just pretty much another standard set AV Tornti with Hurricane, Heat Wave, Knockoff, and U-Turn. Max speed, obviously, to be the fastest mon on my team. I don't really need attack investment. I notice I'm not attack minus, though, because Knockoff and U-Turn are really just, like support moves, honestly. They don't necessarily need to do that much damage. It has 100 base attack. I would much rather have all that investment go into my special attack, because if Ferrothorn wants to come out, Heat Wave is going to be doing a nice chunk of damage, and it helps me get rid of something like Scizor as well. I can eat one Bullet Punch and Heat Wave it away, and hopefully we can land the Heat Wave. And then same with Hurricane. Hurricane is just going to be doing a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure I'm a guaranteed Oko on a Keldeo. Keldeo is kind of threatening to this team because Tentacruel is a decent check to it, but definitely not a counter, especially if it's sub Calm Mind. So really got to watch out for that. Tornti is a very nice counter to Keldeo.
Yeah, people really sleep on Bird Spam in the OU tier. Bird Spam is very good, just because there's not a lot in the tier that can switch in safely to a flying type move, especially a very strong one like Hurricane coming from a base. What is that? 110 special attack on the Torn.
Yeah.
And most things that do switch into flying type moves don't appreciate Heat Wave, Knockoff, and even if they do, then we can just U-turn for initiative because Tornti is very fast.
Yeah, and get our Regenerator ability.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tornti is such a hard thing to deal with for any team, so it's always a good welcome member on this team, especially.
Yeah. Last mon we're using is Raikou, and it completes our Volt U-turn core. I'm using the Choice Specs Raikou simply because, like I said, Keldeo is a threat. I just need a thing to kill bulky waters right away, because I know Gardevoir can handle them decently, but I don't really want it to be my main answer to them. I don't want Gardevoir to have the pressure of the team, or have that kind of pressure to deal with bulky water. So Raikou takes that off its back. It gives me another fast mon to use. Decent special wall. It has 100 base special defense with 90 HP, which is pretty nice. And then a Choice Specs Thunderbolt or Volt Switch is going to be doing a lot of damage to anything. I had Thundurus on here before with that Prankster T-Wave, but my team was too weak to Ice. It still is very weak to Ice. Weavile and Mamoswine are very hard counters to the entire team. I really got to play around it, which I had before, so it's possible, but I really got to play around it. The last thing about I would say about the team in general, it is pretty weak to teams like Sandrush Drill, and you see Sandrush Drill everywhere, so I got to watch out for that as well.
Yeah, Raikou's nice because base 115 speed is nothing to laugh at. It does have speed Keldeo, and this is a really great way to offensively handle Keldeo. In addition, Choice Specs Thunderbolt, even an Assault Vest Volcanion does not want to be taking that very well. I don't know the calcs off the top of my head, but I can guarantee it's probably going to be a 2 KO.
Yeah, it's definitely a
absolutely
2 KO.
Speeding it.
Yeah. Yeah, so
yeah, and because this team struggles a little bit with Volcanion, we don't have the greatest switch-ins in the world to Volcanion, besides maybe Tentacruel, but even then it doesn't really appreciate an Earth Power if Volcanion is running that kind of coverage. So this is a great way to revenge Volcanion, worst case scenario.
Yeah, I agree. And it gives us Volt Switch initiative. So we'll hop into a battle real quick. I think I am in the 1600s, I want to say, and we see a crazy team right off the bat.
That is a Stunfisk.
Yeah, that is a Stunfisk. You guys are seeing what you're seeing, and an Avalugg in OU. So Yeah, these are the type of players that you don't want to lose against because it's very, very embarrassing if you do. I'm predicting the lead Aerodactyl. I don't know if he'd be Mega Aerodactyl, but he could with taunts. So I can
He's
just go
probably
ahead.
gonna be Mega Aerodactyl.
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna
can
have
pretty
a
much just
other
go ahead
potential.
and lead. But if he leads Crawdaunt, that's a problem. So honestly,
It's probably gonna be Rachi, Aerodactyl, maybe Avalugg.
if he leads Avalugg, I don't know what this world has come to. So
Yeah.
I think I can just lead Raikou anyway, because Raikou can still tank anything that he wants to do. If he wants to lead Stunfisk, Stunfisk, whatever that thing is. So he actually leads the Avalugg, which is really nice. I'm thinking he's just going to go straight for, what do you call it, that Avalanche maybe? I'm pretty sure I can Volt into Tentacruel, and if he wants to go straight into Stunfisk, I have answers for that.
Yeah, I say Volt into Tentacruel is your safest play. Avalanche is pretty much coming.
Yes.
He does go to Stunfisk,
Yeah.
though, which is...
I thought the Avalanche was coming as well. That's totally fine, though, because this thing's just going to set up rocks, and if it doesn't, I mean, it could, I don't know if this thing gets Volt Switch, but it could also discharge on Tentacruel, which would be kind of annoying, but I mean, actually, I could go straight into Garchomp here.
Garchomp isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
It's an electric immunity, and it gives you an opportunity to set up your rocks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Avalanche
I kind of want to set up my
Aerodactyl.
rocks because, yeah, so he just sets up his rocks, which is okay. I'm going to set up mine as well. If we, okay, luckily we don't see something like, yeah, so he brings out the Avalugg again. And this thing's definitely just going to click Avalanche, and I honestly have nothing to do about, or I can't do anything about that.
He has 30, so even if Fire Blast was killing, it's not taking it out.
Fire Blast isn't going to do that much, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's still my best play, though. I kind of want to keep it alive, though, because of this potential for the Scarf Jirachi, because this thing's such a nice Scarf Jirachi answer. But I still have Tentacruel.
Is Avalanche a contact move?
Yeah, it is. I'm almost
So
positive.
then it would be taking Rough Skin Rocky Helmet. If you went for a Fire Blast plus Rough Skin Rocky Helmet, that might do enough to take it out, if not get it down to the point where something easily revenges it.
I think it's still my best play to click Fire Blast. I mean, oh, it actually did a lot with the crit. He just goes for the spin, so he's not even going to get his rocks away, so that's awesome. What a joker. What a joker. I don't understand players like this. I had to go straight for the Fire Blast, though, because, I mean, if I didn't, then he kind of got his rocks away for free, and I didn't want that. So he actually brings out the Aerodactyl here, and I'm thinking this thing has Ice Fangs, because I don't know why else you would bring this thing out. And, honestly, I have not the greatest answers to this thing as well, because it's just so fast. I'm almost positive I live an Ice Beam. I'm going to calc it real quick, though, just to make sure, because I don't want to lose Garchomp for no reason, so I'm going to calc it real quick. I don't know why people bring these kind of sets. You have anything to say about these kind of players?
I mean, you said you're in the like the 1600s,
Yeah,
right? 'Cause this is
I'm-
normally stuff you see in like the 1000s or the 1100s or so.
I still eat an Ice Fang. It depends if he's
It's doing
adamant.
about 86.3 in my calcs. That's jolly.
Even
well.
if he's adamant, I still live. So honestly, I kind of want to just go straight for the Dragon Tail here. If he wants to go for Ice Fang, he's gonna be taking he's gonna be taking a lot of damage. So he actually got the max roll on that too, and it looks like his his Aerodactyl is dead, which is really nice. Because it won't be able to come back in, and we do see us leftovers Jirachi. That's pretty cool. Garchomp serves me no real purpose anymore, so I'm just gonna click Earthquake. Just he's gonna take even more damage. Really nice to know that he's not Scarf though, because Scarf was really threatening.
Yes.
I'm pretty
a
sure.
decent play right here would be Bisharp and go for a knockoff.
Yeah, it would.
But that is kind of a free invitation for Crawdaunt.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if he has leftovers, he probably has something maybe like Fire Punch as well. If he doesn't, then he probably has something like Toxic. I don't even know what this thing's gonna do, because it wasn't his Stealth Rocker, was it? Yeah, it was Stunfisk. Yeah, Bisharp's still the
Stealth Rocker.
Yeah, Bisharp is still the best play. You're right, because if I go for a knockoff, I'm not. Yeah, so that's fine. I don't know if he's thinking I'm Life Orb and maybe wear myself out, or maybe he was thinking
He's probably Sucker Punch.
Yeah, he was probably wanting the Sucker Punch there. I just can't let him get a free I can't let him get a free substitute, so I'm just gonna keep clicking knockoff here. It's in my best interest to do that, so I'm pretty sure we still click knockoff here.
Always. You
Yeah.
click knockoff till he's dead, or
Yeah, so there's the fire punch. Luckily, he did not get the burn. If you got the burn, I knew he had something like up his sleeve. So with that HP investment, we do eat that very nicely. We see Stung Fist come in here, and honestly, my play is still just to click knockoff here. If he wants to go ahead and knock me out, he can, but this Stun Fist actually is kind of a threat to my team. So now with it being so low,
say that.
yeah, I have not either, but now I can go into Tentacruel very, very freely, and pretty much just click Scald.
Yeah, if he wants to switch in his Crawdon on that, there's still the chance for the burn, which would cripple the Crawdon almost past its usefulness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure I can live. Yeah, so he does switch right up into the Crawdon here, and I'm still going to go for the Scald Burn because it's my best play. I know I'm risking it, but I mean, it's still Scald, and Scald is... Oh my lord, so it looks like he's banded because...
That is 100% banded damage. You were absolutely invested. I'll double check it, but...
Yeah, check that real quick for me.
Banded.
Yeah, because if he's banded, I can go out into Tornadus and click U-turn for free. I'm going to calc if the U-turn kills real quick. So you calc that, and I'm going to calc the Tornadus U-turn.
Knockoff from the stereotypical Swords Dance, which is Life Orb Adaptability, is only doing 80% max.
So that's...
And that was 93%. That has to be banned.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way it's not. U-turn's actually not doing that much at all. So I have to go into Raikou instead of Volt, which is fine because it does the same thing. So I can just click Volt Switch here. I outspeed, even if he wasn't banded. I mean, he is 100%. So he's gonna lose him on here.
If he's banded into knockoff, he can't go for Aqua Jet if he's banded.
Yeah, his best play is just
he's gonna lose something.
Yeah, his best play is just to switch into Aerodactyl and sack it off, and then get a free switch into whatever he wants, or release him from his banded, his banded knockoff. So that's cool. Pretty sure we have this battle. I mean, I don't see how we could lose it. He actually switched. Yeah, he does make the right play. So let's see what he wants to do here, because I'm almost positive. Yeah, he does switch into the Roserade here, and I'm still Volt switching on out. I don't think.
Yeah, I think your play is to Volt Switch into Torn.
Yeah, I don't really know what this thing wants to do. He's probably just set up Sludge Bomb. Maybe he wants a Toxic Spike. I don't know. Yeah, it's doing a nice amount. So that looks like defensive, because I know this thing gets natural good, or it is naturally good, especially defensive, but I don't think it's that good. So with the specs, Volt Switch. So he does go straight for the Sludge Bomb, and I eat that up very well. He does get the poison though. Now I'm pretty much I can just fire off a. I almost want to go for Heat Wave instead, just to not play off the miss. But I'm just gonna go straight for the Hurricane here, provided we can hit it.
I don't think that's special defensive. You use Art Rosary Special Defensive, which is max HP, max Special Defense, Calm. Volt Switch should only be doing about 20% max. So that's not fully invested in the Spadef for its offensive or something.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's mixed.
Could be. Well, you outspeed this thing 100% of the time.
Yeah, I do. Actually, hang on. If I actually missed this, let's see. I guess Heat Wave is my play, because Heat Wave is going to be doing a nice amount of damage, because then I can just bring out my Gardevoir and finish him off.
Yeah.
It's just annoying. Hurricane's 70% accurate. He could time out here as well, so we will see what happens. I'm going to check his rank real quick, because of the team brought. Let's see what he is. Okay, he's at a decent rank. He's 1606. I mean, he's up here with me.
I don't think he got there using an Avalok Stuntus, though.
Yeah, he actually switches into Crawdon, though. Which, I mean, is totally...
Gotta band himself in the Occisionis.
Yeah. Which, I mean, is totally... We click U-turn here. Because if he lets me get feeds, and if he locks himself in Aqua Jet, I'm pretty sure there's no way a banded Aqua Jet can kill my Raikou. I'm at like 76%. Yeah, that's cool. Knocks me out. There's no way a banded Aqua Jet does knock me out. And if he wants to double, if he does double,
If he does double, I'm pretty sure 2 T-Bolts from Specs Raikou can take out that much.
I don't think so. I think I have to Volt in. My computer is being annoying. But anyway, he does hit me with Rock, so he pretty much loses the battle for himself right here. play was weakening my Raikou down enough to an Aqua Jet kill, then kill Gardevoir, obviously. But he doesn't do that. Let's pretty much win for free here. I eat a Sludge Bomb anyway because I'm pretty sure it's neutral actually. Isn't it neutral because of the is it super? Psychic does not resist poison? Okay. Either way, he's defensive and I have Psyshock. Yeah, I have Psyshock anyway, so
and if something weird happens, Specs HP Ice is probably gonna be a lot.
Yeah, I agree. So we will see. The only way he can win is like a some sort of crit Sludge Bomb, and he got the max roll. So I just can Mega Evolve and click Psyshock here, and I'm pretty sure I win the game. I outspeed him as well. So we were able to finish it off, luckily, and avoid that catastrophe. So I'll see what we are. We probably decayed a little bit. Yeah, see, I decayed a little bit. I was 1600 exactly. Now I'm 1591. And it said he was 1606, so maybe this was his first game back in a while too. So we'll get another battle. Nice to win the first one at least. We see some stall here though, and kind of weird he's using Blissey over Chansey. I mean, Blissey is more special defensive than Chansey, I think. I think that's what.
It is.
Yeah. But,
it is, and then Blissey has the leftovers, but with EDL like Chansey becomes way better.
Oh yeah, I think Chansey's so much of a better wall. So I'm predicting the he could lead Skarm. I get a
Skarm. If not Skarm, maybe Heatran or not.
I get a free Raikou lead though. Free Raikou Volt Switch here. If he wants to go for something like Fake Out, that's cool too. Raikou kind of rips his team apart. I need to keep it a little bit healthy. That looks like Spadef, honestly.
I'm interested to see what he's going for.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna click Knockoff. I get a free switch into Gardevoir here. And if he goes for something like Will-O-Wisp, I bounce it. So he actually goes for what is Metal? Oh, I'm pretty sure, isn't it kind of like Mirror Coat? Actually, I have no idea what Metal Burst is.
Yeah, it plays like that.
Okay. So, I mean, his play is to switch out here.
The obvious switches,
Heatran.
Skarm.
Yeah, I'm T-Waving here. Nice to get a T-Wave off, even though it's not going to do anything because he has a Natural Cure most likely. So, let's see. What do I want to do here? I can get a free switch into Bisharp here. I'm predicting him trying to get up his rocks or something along the lines of that. Maybe a Toxic, yeah. So I get a free switch into Bisharp. And honestly, I could click Sword Stance if I wanted to. He doesn't have a Unaware user, which is nice. But Knockoff is a better play. It's too early. Yeah, so he just switches out into Skarm. So I get a free Knockoff on it. Yeah, that's really nice. And honestly, I'm just going to click Sword Stance here. I'm going to force him to Whirlwind me out. And if he doesn't, I get a free kill. So it looks like he just wants to stay in and take damage, so I'm going to click Knockoff here again and still get the free damage off on him. Tentacruel is brought out. Tempted to go for the Toxic Spikes, but I don't want them on my side of the field. So I think Scald might be my best play. You want to Scald here? Yeah, he actually stays in, so he would have let me, yeah, so he's going to Roost up here. And now I'm going to get one layer of Toxic Spikes down, even though he does have a Moongus. Yeah, so that's cool.
Well,
I just want to, yeah, if he wants to go out into something like the what do you call it, the Sableye, I will be poisoning it. I would be poisoning the Slowbro, so that would be a huge help if that actually happens. Now
the only realistic play here would be to Giga Drain. You could consider staying and going for a Sludge Bomb and letting him take Liquid.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna click Spore.
Oh yeah, I guess Spore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the least useful thing on here?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about what wants to go to bed right now. Honestly, I would say Garchomp, but he has that Heatran, and Heatran could be a threat. But honestly, I still think it's Garchomp. I'm going to go Garchomp here, because it doesn't really do that much. Yeah, he does go for the Spore. Now he's going to just do what you said, and now I can go, I want to go right back into Tentacruel, but I think I'm going to go Raikou instead, and get a nice Volt Switch off on him again.
I agree.
So we'll see what he wants to do. Hopefully he doesn't get a Sludge Bomb. Yeah, he doesn't do that. He goes straight into Skarmory, which is so nice, because if he goes back into a Moongus,
Absolutely.
yeah, he can go back out into a Moongus and get rid of the Toxic Spikes, but I get a nice Volt Switch initiative here. I could go Torn, but I'm going to go Gardevoir instead. Do I want to do that? What do I want to do here? I could go Bisharp too. What do I want to do? I'm gonna go Torn. This thing dies to a Hurricane. Nothing on his team necessarily wants to take one. And if he wants to go Heatran, I can knock it off. So that's pretty nice.
Psyshock would be killing this Amoonguss. Or it's a roll, but it's likely.
Yeah.
And that's stereotypical Amoonguss defensive focus set.
Yeah, they're most likely. Yeah, I'm still gonna go straight for the Hurricane here. He can go Blissey if he wants. Hopefully we can hit this Hurricane. If he brings in Scarm, it's still not going to be taking it very well. Plus I have Heat Wave. If he wants to bring in Sableye, that thing's a 2-hit KO. I don't know what he wants to do here. He does bring in the Blissey here. It takes a decent amount, and I get the Confusion, which is nice. So I'm definitely just going to go for the knockoff here. Knocking off this thing's leftover is going to be benefiting me in the long run. He just goes right into Bro, so I get a free knockoff on the Bro, which is nice. Yeah. So I get the knockoff on that thing. I could U-turn here. I don't know how much Hurricane is going to be doing compared to the U-turn. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn into Raikou. What do you think about that?
I like that play. I'm just curious why he brought in this.
I'm pretty sure he's just trying to get a Scald Burn.
Go for a Scald.
Yeah.
I mean, the thought crossed my mind in Combine that concerned me ever so slightly, but you don't ever see that anymore. So yeah, Scald. That's not going to do much.
Yeah, luckily he didn't get the burn either, so we get another free Volt Switch here.
Yeah.
Something will go down. Well, if he brings out like Amoonguss and Blissey, but if he would have stayed in, that would have went down. This Amoonguss is pretty threatening, honestly. I can go Bisharp here though, and pretty much just threaten it out. This Skarmory is just annoying to it. But yeah, I'm gonna go Bisharp here, and I really want. Yeah, I'm just gonna click Swords Dance. Because he can't Swarm me. I already have Garchomp asleep. If he wants to go Heatran, that's cool too, because I outspeed uninvested Heatran, and he's more than likely that. Electric types of this shit nowadays. They only have one move slot. It's so true though. I don't know why he valued the damage on, because now I get another free knockoff on him. Yeah, Amoonguss is definitely going down. So that's the biggest, well, Blissey. If I can get Blissey out of the way, then I pretty much put in a lot of work. I almost want to go for the Iron Head Flinch here. Because if I get the flinch, I'm pretty sure knockoff kills. But I'm not going to risk. I'm just going to get damage. You can take that nice knockoff. And yeah, so honestly, I'm going to set up. No, I'm just going to keep knocking here. Yeah, I get the crit. Yeah. There we go. We get the forfeit. Don't bring Stall when you play me. I hate Stall so much, so I try so much harder. So we pretty much 6-0 him. I mean, he couldn't do anything to our team. This team's actually very good against Stall. See, he was 1695. He was almost 1700.
Well, good job crushing his dreams.
Yeah, I know, right? What's the highest you ever been, Eric, on the OU ladder?
OU ladder would have been. It would have been when X and Y came out. I had that. I was talking to Resilient about it, but the viewers probably don't know that. And I had a dual weather team. It featured Megazard Y and Trevenant for Sun, and then Sandrush Excadrill with Tyranitar for Sand.
Yeah, that's
and then I think it was like Choice Banded to Zoomerl, and I want to say Spherical for Hazards.
Yeah, that's so OP.
And I got up to about the, I want to say like the low 1700s, high 1600s with it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So that's the highest I've ever.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. What do you think here? You think he's gonna lead Volcanion or Lopunny, or Garchomp even?
I don't know what he can do. This is a really offensive team.
Yeah.
He's
he's probably static Zapdos too, because he has Starmie.
Yeah. I would, when in doubt, it's Garchomp lead, but there's no promises.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I lead Garchomp though, it puts me in the back if he leads Volcanion. I think Raikou's the safest lead, because if he leads Garchomp, I have better answers. Plus I have HP Ice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lead Raikou, and hopefully he leads Volcanion. He leads Starmie, which is just as good. My instinct is to go straight for Volt Switch, but I think he's gonna make a prediction here and go straight into Garchomp, and I'm going to click Shadow Ball here because Garchomp's not gonna be taking a
Yeah, Shadow Ball's the safe.
There's no way he's going Lopunny here. There's no way he's risking that. I'm making a prediction turn 1. I actually think I've played this guy before. His name looks familiar. Yeah, we'll see what he wants to do though. he definitely doesn't want to stay in here, even if he is bulky Starmie. You don't want to stay in on a Raikou. So he actually does stay in, and I could have killed him. So very interesting. I hope that Scald was worth it. Yeah, there goes his spinner. So that's pretty cool for us. He does go the Lopunny though. My best play is just go right out to Garchomp. I don't care if he clicks Ice Punch right away. It's yeah, even if he does, yeah. So well, he knows I'm locked into it. So yeah, he goes straight for the high jump kick. That's really cool though, because I kind of want to scout for the I kind of want to scout for it though, but honestly then again I don't. I'm gonna go into Tentacruel anyway. We'll see what he wants to do. Yeah, there's the Ice Punch. That's cool for us. I really want to set up something like a Toxic Spike, but then again
I feel like Volcanions coming.
Yeah,
I think he thinks you're going for Scald.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If he thinks I'm going for Scald, I can kind of get a free Toxic Spike up. And
he doesn't have anything to get rid of it unless you put Defog on Scizor or Zapdos. But if you brought Starmie, that's probably the
yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna go straight for the Toxic Spikes here. He does go straight into the Garchomp instead, so I mean we get a free Toxic Spikes anyway. This thing's more than likely going to outspeed me. I think I can pretty much, if he's offensive Chomp though, that's going to be a problem. Let's see. It's nice we get the one layer up though. I think Torntea is the play, because it honestly doesn't do too much to his team. Plus I resist the ground immunity. So he does set up his rocks, which is nice. So he's probably not offensive. Nothing on his team wants to take a Hurricane honestly, so I'm going to go straight for it. He lets the Garchomp take it. He Toxics me, so he is bulky Chomp, which is nice. I'm wearing it down again, which is very nice. So we missed the second Hurricane. He details us out. Luckily we get some regenerator boost, and he puts us in the best case scenario. Can you calc real quick how much a Spec Shadow Ball does to a tank Chomp?
Yes, I will.
Because I really don't want to go for the HP Ice here, because he could be ballsy and go straight into something like his Volcanion here, or his Scizor even.
Shadow Ball is doing between 32 and 38%. So
yeah.
It's typical OU tank Chomps.
Okay, so we're pretty much forced to go for the Hidden Power Ice here.
Hidden Power Ice will kill.
Yeah, it will. He gets a free switch in though. I say free, but he could get toxic or poisoned. So that's cool for us. He does get poisoned. I'm definitely going to keep Raikou alive. Let's see. What serves almost no purpose to my team? I kind of want to switch in Tornadus, and we might even live. Depending on...
Or AB.
Yeah, I am AB, so I'm going to switch into Tornadus.
It's not like he's going to burn you.
Yeah. Let's see if it lives. Nope. So that looks like Specs. I can pretty much go straight back into Raikou, and he has no switch-ins again. I get a free Volt Switch here. Nothing on his team wants to take it. Volcanion should go down. It looks like it's an offensive set. Yeah, the Toxic Spike might come in handy here. Get that 12% off on him. Yeah, he does take it, and I get a crit. I'm almost positive it didn't matter, guys. I am Specs. So let's see. He can get a free switch into, I guess, a Lopunny here.
It looked like he was Specs. So if he was AB, that mattered, but he looked like he was Specs.
Yeah, I agree. I almost want to go Bisharp and bait the Lopunny to come in, just to get it poisoned right away.
It's not a bad idea at all. It's the only thing left on his team that is getting poisoned. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully he does go into it. I already weakened it a little bit with a little bit of residual damage, so that's pretty cool. Actually, Tentacruel's a decent Lopunny counter. Like the physical def set, at least.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it pretty much is.
Yeah, that Ice Punch did nothing, but I mean, it's Ice Punch on Lopunny. I'm pretty sure a High Jump Kick probably does roughly about like 35% to it, maybe 40, depending on how... Oh, so he does go right into his Scizor. He could have Superpower.
He has Superpower.
Yeah. Let's see if he does. Tentacruel walls this thing either way, so I can go into it for free. He does U-turn, which he does make the right play. He can go into Zapdos here. Yeah, as he should. So he's pressure, so he's not static. That surprises me. Now a Volt Switch is probably coming my way. Do I want to go into Garchomp though? because Garchomp's really nice to wear down his 2 physical attackers left. Let's see. I guess it was in my best interest to just stay in, and it's decent for the Zapdos, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty sure Raikou is the best play, because if he does go for something like Volt Switch, I can still sack it off, which is nice. So he does show the Volt Switch, and now he's forced to kill me with something.
He's probably going to go for either of his priority moves.
Yeah, but if he does, he's forced to stay in, which is really nice, because I'm thinking he's banded Scizor. Nobody runs normal Scizor, I don't think, anymore. He's gonna have to kill me with a with the Bullet Punch, which is nice. So I'm pretty sure I get a free switch into I could say Garchomp, but I don't know if I want to do that. I think Bisharp's still the play.
Yeah.
He's locked into it, so I could click Knockoff, but he gets a free switch into Lopunny if he does do that. I'm gonna click Knockoff either way. If he wants to go Lopunny, I still have Sucker Punch in the back, plus he's getting poison damage, so that's pretty cool. He just Bullet Punches, so he crits me. That's pretty unfortunate. I do knock off his Choice Band though. Now if he wants to go,
free opportunity to go for Superpower if he has it.
Yeah, but I have Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Yeah, the crit didn't matter.
I don't think that crit mattered.
No, my knockoff did 61%. So now that Zapdos comes in here,
Bisharp isn't doing much for the rest of the team.
No, it isn't. I'm pretty sure Sucker Punch is a decent play.
Yeah, I agree.
Did a nice amount. Volt. So now he will get poisoned, and he will be taking extra poison damage, which is very nice. Now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go right.
Go Chomp and get a lot of damage off.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I'm going right out into Chomp and forcing him to killing me. I used to run an Endure set. You know what Endure is, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's like a focus edge.
Yeah, I pretty much used instead of Fire Blast, I used Endure a couple times, and it would help so often in these situations. He's forced to click. What do you call it? He's forced to click. What? Ice Punch. Yeah. So I'm gonna detail here. Yeah. So I'm just not letting him do that. Of course we missed the Dragon Tail. Oh, that's really upsetting. HP Ice coming my way. Yeah. So I'm gonna go right out into Gardevoir here. Just because he's forced to kill me pretty much. It's the only way of winning. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I outspeed. I don't know why you'd run speed invested Zapdos.
Yeah,
so I get a free Hyper Voice here. Yeah. It's really unfortunate we missed that Dragon Tail though. I predicted the switch too. So this should, yeah, it did a very nice amount. Unfortunately, if I would have set up Stealth Rock instead, that Zapdos would have been dead. So let's see. Do we predict the double? You know what's safe though is Tentacruel safe. I don't need it.
Yeah, Tentacruel is safe.
Yeah, you're right. Because as long as
there's always the chance he misses HJK.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't think he'd be going for it here.
He's probably just going for a turn. Yeah, that's fine. I actually lived that just to force another turn of poison.
That's more poison damage.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think your play here.
I'm just gonna Scald. Yeah, I'm Scalding.
Yeah.
Really nice because now he will be forced to kill me pretty much if I can hit the. I'm gonna click Dragon Tail again. If he wants to go Zapdos, he dies, and if he kills me, then he loses to the Rocky Helmet damage as well. So it's pretty much a win-win for us here. His play is to go back into Zapdos, though. That's the only chance of him winning. And hopefully we can hit a Dragon Tail if he does make that play. So this team's actually putting in some work. Yeah, I would agree.
You could get crazy and predict him to stay in and kill you with rocks. And Zapdos dies.
Yeah. I almost clicked Rocks over Dragon Tail last time, but I thought the damage would be worth it. Plus, I thought we could hit a 90% move, but yeah, probably not.
It's Showdown. What did you expect?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I agree. I think Dragon Tail is 100% good play. If he stays in, he takes a lot from Rough-Skin Rocky Helmet. He might even die to that after the poison. And then Gardevoir outspeeds and kills with.
No, he dies right away if he hits me with anything. Because Rough Skin is 12% and Rocky's about 16, 17. And, yeah, the poison on top of that. So there's absolutely no way. So he could time out here, too. He knows he's lost. I'm just going to... I don't want to say GG, though, because I could miss that Dragon Tail. And you never know with Pokemon.
Yeah.
So he does go for the Fake Out. That's still... Okay, let's see what he... Okay. And he's going to Roost here. Huh.
That's impressive, actually.
Yeah, he thought about that one. Let's see.
Well, you're naturally outspeeding him, assuming he's not speeding.
I do, but if I switched right into Gardevoir here, and he goes for an electric type move, I lose. If I go for a Dragon Tail, like I just spam Dragon Tail, he's gonna get enough HP back to where he's in a decent spot. And he actually lives a Hyper Voice. How much did that Hyper Voice do last time? It's 66%.
Yeah, lefties. So he'd die. I think he'd still die with Roost lefties to a Hyper Voice. But like you said, if he goes for an electric type move here, he wins.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so... It's like a 50-50 now. Actually, I can just click Earthquake. He should outspeed me. Should he outspeed me?
I think Earthquake is your play. I think Earthquake is your play here, because he'll outspeed his Zapdos. Unless he's max speed Timid, which there's no reason to run max speed Timid and lefties. So you'll be outspeeding him with Gardevoir, and if he decides to Roost here, then Earthquake kills.
That's... yeah, but if I had no speed investment, I would definitely just win right here. I have to click Dragon Tail. Because I didn't outspeed. I get a crit, which is nice. I outspeed him, that sucks. I have to go right into Gardevoir here. I have to make the aggressive play. Oh my gosh, how did I lose this battle? How much? That sucks. I have to get a crit. Nope. That just sucks. I can't believe he did that Fake Out there, and oh my gosh. Now I have to go for Earthquake and hope he's fast. That's the only way of winning. Yeah, see? I outsped him.
Wow.
That's insane. I don't think I've ever played a match like that.
That was pretty crazy, I gotta admit. Yeah, we know that now, dude.
Well, I outsped.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I don't know what he's thinking of.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. We'll get one last battle here. Yeah, I've never played a battle like that before. I guess it was in my best interest to switch right out into Gardevoir the very first turn. I guess that's the only way I could have possibly won, but I thought he would go crazy after making the Fake Out play. So we see another crazy team here. Pretty much just Scolipede passing into the biggest threat on his team. Let's see. Why does my...
Rocks would be new and Exodus when in doubt.
Yeah, I'm leading my Garchomp right away. And I can get up my rocks here because rocks are so threatening to his team. And now this thing comes out, and I'm going to go right out into Raikou. Just because he's probably going to Tail Glow or click Ice Beam. You just go straight for the Scald, actually. Let's see what I want to do here. He does have Drill. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. Predicting Drill to come in. He does go straight to Drill. That's nice because he probably isn't choice. Yeah, he's leftovers. That did nothing. Yeah, see, he said Back Fist. That actually did absolutely nothing. That's crazy.
Lefty's Drill. That's bulky sometimes.
Yeah,
that's pretty interesting to see.
That is crazy bulky.
Really
so I make him take some damage, which is nice. That literally did absolutely nothing. I don't think I've seen Excadrill eat something like that before. I would maybe if he was like AV or something, but leftovers, that's just weird in my opinion. Pretty sure I can just go straight for the Earthquake here. If he wants to go into Charizard, I mean, that's fine. I really want
50% on pops, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I can go for Earthquake here. Do a nice amount. Leftovers Mew as well. This thing's probably just gonna Will-O-Wisp me. If not, it's gonna Ice Beam me. So kind of, I don't really know what I want to do honestly. I can just go into Gardevoir, I think. Yeah, I'll go Gardevoir. Because I can trace it, and if he burns me, and I get a free burn on him as well, which is pretty cool. He roosts up, which is, I guess, the best play.
You could get pretty ballsy and predict either a Scolipede or a Excadrill switch in and go for Psyshock/Focus Blast, but that's really...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just Stall Breaker Mew, so I'm just gonna click Hyper Voice. I lose nothing. Yeah, he stays in. It's not even a 2-hit KO, and he's Calm Mind, so that's awesome. What do I want to do here? He says, "Ooh, nice." That thing eats it up. Why is this team so specially defensive bulky?
I'm not sure.
I see Calm Mind though.
You could consider T-Wave here, potentially go for Hacks.
Yeah, but I mean, he has Synchronize, and I don't want this thing to get T-Wave too.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm gonna go into Bisharp here. I see Calm Mind, so he's probably just gonna click something weird. Yeah, he clicks Roost. So, he shouldn't stay in at all. We see how special bulky is. Let's see how physical bulky he is. Barrier. That is insane. We get a look how much it did. So, I get a free Swords Dance here.
What's his offensive move?
I actually couldn't tell you. I don't know why he's letting me set up either, because this Mew definitely doesn't beat me one-on-one. Especially, maybe he's Will-O-Wisp, but either way, yeah. So his last move is probably a Psychic type move, or Stab. I think I'm gonna click Knock Off here. Baton Passes.
Oh.
I clicked Knock. I didn't set up. I clicked Knock. But I don't know what he's gonna Baton Pass into. Maybe the Scolipede. Yeah. Oh, we get the crit!
Oh, wow.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
I wonder if it mattered. Scolipede is not.
Okay.
Scolipede's not.
So that wasn't a Baton Pass Scolipede. I thought the Baton Pass clause prevented you from passing off two different things. But it's
speed and something else. If it's not speed, it's okay.
So that would explain a lot.
Yeah, that was insane. Do I live? Because I am. Yeah, I'm gonna Sucker here. Okay, he's Rain Dance. I could have clicked Knock Off, or he tail glowed up. Whew, now it's time for Mind Games, but I still have Raikou in the back, so it's whatever. Yeah, I don't care. Let's see what he wants to do.
He's eventually gonna have to attack you. He can't tail glow forever.
Yeah, I don't really know. Rain Dance as well. So he Scald Rain Dance. I'm gonna click Sucker one more time. Yeah, got him.
Yeah, that kills.
I don't know why, because it was.
You're +4.
Yeah, well, it was in my best interest to keep doing that because I stall out the rain anyway. GG.
Yeah.
That's why Bisharp's such a huge threat. It pretty much just soloed his team.
Roller coaster of emotions for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, at least we get back in the 1600s. We're 1619. That's pretty cool. I think we can end it here. You want to go over the team quick one more time?
I don't think you get better than that.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, after those past 2 games, I think it's a good ending point. So that's the end of this Mega Gardevoir highlight. I'm pretty sure it did its job well enough, at least. We didn't really get to see too much of it, but it, like I said, it did what it needed to do. That Mew actually ate that Hyper Voice very well. I wasn't really ready for that at all. Luckily, we had Bisharp in the back. But yeah, this team consists of Mega Gardevoir, Tentacruel, Bisharp, Garchomp, Tornadus T, and Raikou. I feel like they paired up very well. What do you say about the team? What do you think the overall perspective is?
It's a really solid team, but I mean, obviously, the things we struggled with was that Mega Lopunny a little bit, but that's not Garchomp's fault. That was that fake out play was insane.
Yeah,
So overall, there's not too many threats that this team can't handle besides good, fast stab ice types. But we didn't see any of those.
Plus, if we would have hit the first Dragon Tail or clicked Stealth Rock, we would have won that game.
That's true.
So it's just Pokemon hacks in this. I mean, we get some crits in the ends to, I guess, even it out, but pretty cool live, actually.
Yeah, that went well. That was insane.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, it's pretty eventful live as well. But yeah, like I said, I have my friend Occisionis. Okay, so he's a YouTube PokeTuber as well. Like I said, he was at the GPSL with me. We're trying to get in a new league. Hopefully it goes well, and you guys should definitely check him out. He posts videos regularly, like 4 times a week at least, you'd say?
Ish.
Yeah, 3-4-ish a week. Yeah, just like me, I post about the same. We'll have our, if we get in the new league, we'll definitely record those for you guys. And then, I don't know, Eric might do some lives, I do some lives. So we will see. And he will probably be a newcomer on my channel. You guys will probably see him a lot more often in the upcoming future, which is pretty cool because I had fun with this one.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Mega Gardevoir, like, it's such a good wall breaker, and this is, like, I would go so far to say this is a perfect team to support. There's no such thing as a perfect team, and this is about as perfect as you can.
Yeah, we've spent a long time team building for this, and this is about as good as it gets, honestly. So, I mean, like it or you hate it, I mean, you guys can use it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm always happy to help with your team buildings as well, so just hit me up, and I will help you guys. So, Eric's channel will be in the description for sure, and like I said, you guys should check him out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.